All right, we're going to take a look at the 7.60 release notes. Now, everything in this video may be subject to change because if I refresh the page, it looks like it was pulled. And I did find one discrepancy that I don't think is accurate. So there may be some modifications to this post. So take everything in this video with a grain of salt. And when this post maybe is republished, then the information might be updated. I'll make an amendum video probably later today in offer review if I see anything drastically different. New characters and updates. Reinforce your roster with new playable characters: Nightcrawler, Sunspot, Forge, Gwenom, and Void Knight. So there's no mention of Red Goblin here. No information on that at all. But yet yesterday we did have artwork, and that's great. Also, there should be a pre-download for the patch starting on certain devices starting today, and the patch will be turned on and forced for everyone, in my understanding, on Wednesday, if everything goes to plan, right? Extreme X-Men. Blast through the toughest mutant raid lanes with Extreme X-Men, which comprises the newcomers Nightcrawler, Sunspot, and Forge, along with familiar faces of Cyclops and Gambit. There was kits on these characters 2 days ago, so we've already talked about them at like Hive Mind. It's going to be a bio rave team. Raid lanes using the new Hive Mind team. This symbiotic squad includes newcomers Gwenom and Void Knight. They'll team up with Venage and Carnage, so we're going to go over the reworks on them. And again, no mention of the fifth member, which was in yesterday's video, which is Red Goblin, along with the powerful fifth character who will be coming in the near future. Great. Ability and stat improvements. Check out the details below for Gambit, Cyclops, Venom, and Carnage. We're going to cover Venom and Carnage. We've already covered Gambit and Cyclops, but we are going to make one mention about the Cyclops kit when we get there. New costume, Echo's Family Legacy. Can't miss events. Extremely Sinister. Activate your exchange during the Extreme X-Men showcase that puts the power of this new mutant raid team on display while giving you valuable resources. Hive Mind showcase event. Witness the power of the Hive Mind team to go up against top raid enemies and earn their valuable gear with their upcoming showcase event. Escape Room Kiln. So this is going to be like Tower 3.0. but it's going to be a 3-person. So they mentioned this in the Road Ahead blog post. Can you escape from the notorious, inescapable intergalactic prison kiln? Fight through 40 cells of the galaxy's most ruthless enemies with the 3 character squads chosen based on a cell's requirements. Emerge victorious to earn rewards and freedom. So hopefully this is going to give us meaningful access to Dawn Orbs like the Satellite, which I refer to Satellite as Tower 2.0 and Kiln as 3.0. And 3.0 also makes sense because it's supposed to be 3 versus 3. In Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the 3 versus 3 format is not popular. I just want to put that out there right now that it doesn't appear to be popular. New features, updates, and more. This is a big deal. New Gold Rush Trading Day and Origin Gear Challenge tiers. Collect even more gold, training modules, and augmented order gear with the newest challenge tier. It's about time! Holy moly! Update for the daily challenges? Wow! All right, legendary event updates. Made updates to several legendary events, help newer players unlock them. Veteran players will round out the last few yellow stars to make the leveling experience more focused. Some legendary characters now available at different commander levels. So I'm gonna scroll past this and you're welcome to pause the video. But I feel like most veteran players already have this already done. The following characters required by legendary events have also had their yellow star unlocks lowered to 2. So all of these characters now are 2-star unlocks. Fantastic. I think making the new player experience is going to be amazing. To accommodate these changes, may see legendary events be taken down for a brief period of time. I hope they come out with a hero's guide or a beginner's guide or something like that. I feel like this is a confusing process. I'm working on either having somebody I know start the game from scratch and go through it and kind of create some new player guides. It's part of one of the projects that I want to get for next year, 2024. It's not my New Year's resolution. And I don't feel like there's a good experience in Marvel Strike Force for new player bug fixes. Mystique's ultimate Shapeshifter was causing an issue that was used against the last enemy character during battle. Characters sometimes display a T-pose when using Superior 6 characters in Cosmic Crucible battle. Text on Alliance War Squad select screen sometimes overlapped with the character's war ready rate trait text. Currency icons appeared after a price when tapping on a gear piece in the store and offer. Enemy counterattack animations because you didn't play when attacked by Darkhawk. Special ability Dark Flurry. New characters, weapon items with time remain floating in battlefield after character holding it was eliminated. Actually, we're not familiar with any of these bug fixes. Character spotlight. So we're going to go over Gwenem. And so this is going to be the next bio raid team. We're going to talk about the 4 today, and Red Goblin is not going to be. Hero City, Bio Brawler, Spider-Verse, Symbiote, Hive Mind, Speed 120. We're going to go down to the passive. When this character or a Hive Mind ally drops below 50% health, apply 2 evade to that character. On turn, heal self and all symbiote allies for 5% of the character's max health. When this character's health is above 50%, gain 15% dodge chance. That's cool. I like that. When this character is 50% or lower, gain drain. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Gain focus. Hive Mind and Spider-Verse allies gain focus. Fantastic. Now, I hope that these will turn into a Spider-Verse faction or a symbiote faction that can be useful in more places than just raids. We will have to see. Let's go to the special because that's going to go off first. Energy cost 4/4. Gain the opposite of all negative effects, excluding bleed on the primary target. Cool. Attack primary target for damage and apply stun for 2 turns. Attack adjacent targets for damage. Generate 1 ability energy to self and all Hive Mind allies in raids. Spread all positive effects, excluding stealth, taunt, regeneration from self, and all Hive Mind allies. So this is kind of fun. Gain the opposite in the negative effects, excluding bleed on the primary target, and then spread them in raids. Only in raids, though. Ultimate Symbiotic Fury. So this is going to go off turn 2. Let's say clear all barrier from all targets. Barrier self, all Hive Mind and Spider-Verse allies for 15% of the character's max health. Attack all enemies for damage and apply offense down for 2 turns. Apply offense up and defense up to self, Hive Mind allies, and Spider-Verse allies in raids. Apply stun to the enemy with the highest damage, ignoring taunt and stealth, and then generate 1 ability energy to self and all Hive Mind allies. So battery mechanics, attack gains, 100% extra focus per symbiote ally. This is kind of mediocre so far. I'm not going to say this is super exciting. Clear all barrier primary adjacent targets. Attack primary adjacent targets for damage. Flip 2 positive effects for negative. 2 negative, apply defense down. That's pretty powerful. Apply bleed to primary target. And then in rage, generate 1 ability energy self and all Hive Mind allies. I'm going to guess that Striker is going to be important there just for the ability regeneration, which is stated here on the ISO counter assist attacks. I also want to point this out. This is typically the only place that this information is found. It is not found in game. It is not found in MSF.gg. It's literally only found here and inside the JSON file, which how many people know how to do that? I don't even know. I do know how to do it, but I don't do it very often. But typically that requires like people like Tana to figure this out. It's not published anywhere. Attack primary adjacent targets for damage. Flip 2 positive effects to negative effects by TV downs. Apply 2 bleed primary target. In rage, generate 1 ability energy to self and all Hive Mind allies. This seems like a very strong candidate for Striker. Let's go to Void Knight, which is Silver Surfer Symbiote. This is the one that was voted on. 113 speed. I wonder how much of the Silver Surfer is going to be in this kit. Let's go to the passive. Enter the Void. On spawn, generate 2 ability energy for all the Hive Mind allies. Generate 1 ability energy and 1 additional ability energy per Hive Mind ally for this character. On end of any turn, heal for 3% of the character's max health. When an enemy takes damage from bleed, heal self and all Hive Mind allies for 10% of this character's max health. Gain max health and Hive Mind allies plus 30% max health. Gain 30% armor. Hive Mind allies gain 30% armor. In raids, on spawn, apply speed up to self and all Hive Mind allies. On spawn, fill this character's speed bar by 25%. Apply slow to the enemy with the highest speed. Enemies cannot gain immunity. Highbind allies gain 30% max health and armor. Okay, let's go to the ultimate. Energy cost 5/5. Put all enemies up to 2 spaces toward the primary target. Pull all enemies up to 2 spaces towards the primary target, then attack primary and targets within 2 spaces for damage. Flip 3 positive effects and negative effects on all targets. So this is a Magneto Polaris mechanic. Flip all positive effects on Spider-Verse enemies. Apply ability block for 2 turns with primary target and raid. Apply ability block to all targets. Okay. This attack gives 500% focus, unavoidable, cannot be countered. So ability block to the primary target. So this is, I guess, a small call out to the way that Silver Surfer works. Let's see what we got here. Energy cost 6/6. Steal up to 1 ability energy from the primary target. I think the only other character that has that would be Black Panther Star-Lord T'Challa. All right. Star-Lord T'Challa, whatever that guy's called. And the Kree guy. In raids, steal up to 3 ability energy from the primary target. Attack primary and adjacent targets, this is better than ability block, right? Because it's stripping away ability energy, right? Does that make sense that this is like better than ability block because you're stealing it and then you're getting it for yourself, which is going to be good. Attack primary and adjacent targets for piercing. Apply defense down for 2 turns. Cannot be counterattacked. The reason why this is better than ability block is that ability block can be dispelled or resisted in some ways. I just think that this is a better mechanic than ability block and similar in some ways, right? ISO attack. Let's do the base attack first. Attack primary target for damage. Flip 3 negative effects to positive effects on self. This character has no negative effects. Flip 3 positive effects into negative effects and primary target instead. In raids, always flip 3 positive effects into negative effects on primary target, regardless if this character had any negative effects. This attack cannot be countered. So that kind of feels like Silver Surfer a little bit. The ISO does the same thing. Characters, no negative effects, 3 positive effects and negative effects and target rate. That feels like Silver Surfer. In raids, always flip 3 positive effects and negative effects on the target, regardless if the character has any negative effects. I feel like that is a strong striker candidate as well. Let's go to Venom. Venom, which has horrifically slow speed, so there's a speed increase. Health, damage, armor, focus, resist, 14% speed. I haven't done the math on what that ends up being, but Venom is notoriously slow. Let's go and look at the base, the passive first. On turn, heal for 15% of this character's max health. Apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all symbiote allies. Gain 10% speed up into a maximum of 30% speed. What? All right. On turn. So he's going to get everything I just said. Wow. All right. I think that's great. All right. So he's going to gain speed towards the end of the battle. That was the problem. He was so slow. So every turn he's going to gain 10% speed. Fantastic. 100% focus on any Spider-First characters present. I think that's great. I was just saying that my biggest problem with Venom was his slow speed. This might fix that problem. All right, I like it. Attack primary adjacent targets for damage. Apply a heal block for 2 turns, offense down, and then you spread everything. Clear our negative effects from self, and the most injured ally cannot be dodged. All right, so that seems good. I mean, we're not going to have a good picture of what this entire team is going to look like without Red Goblin, but we can look at what we have. Special in raids, let's see, we got the ability block, right? Bonus attack primary target for damage. Prolong all negative effects of primary target to 1 up to a maximum of 3. Cannot be dodged. Fantastic. And then the basic attack, let's see. Flip 3 positive effects. And then they add cannot be dodged. And then, all right, so that's the same on the basic and the ISO. All right, Carnage, which has one of the best passives in the entire game. Just one of the best one. Health, damage, armor, focus, resistance, significant increases. I mean, these are older characters, so they've been power crapped in this, bring to like the modern teams. Let's go to the passive. On self. Wait. No. What do we skip all the way through? Cyclops? No. Let's go right here. This is Carnage, right? Wait, they didn't change the passive. They didn't change anything on him. Oh, just the, just the stats and the special. Do not remove any negative effects from the primary target. Attack all adjacent targets for damage instead. Okay, so the special is the one that ramps up damage and then dispels it. It was always like, you know, remove all negative effects from primary target. Oh, and raids, do not remove any negative effects. Wow, I'm going to be more inclined to do that. And then attack all adjacent targets for 420% damage instead. All right. Wow, they did almost nothing to Carnage. Sad face. Now, I just want to point this out on Cyclops. I don't know what's happening, but on the test server and in the call with Matt Sheets, they mentioned that this was removed. However, it's mentioned here in this post. It was also mentioned in the strike time video, but on the test server, it was not there. I don't know what's going on with that. We'll have to see on Cyclops Special on whether or not that happens or not. Let's scroll down to the bottom. I think that will wrap up the video today. The main thing from this entire post, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be this right here. New Gold Rush, Training Day, Origin Gear, Challenge Tiers. That's the best. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Again, stay tuned. Some of this information, this video might be modified. Everything's subject to change. Bye for now.